Hey guys, welcome back to Three Juans and a Mic. This is Juanse.
This is Nico.
Sebastian reporting.
Guys, we're here together to commemorate, to discuss.
Aren't we always together though?
Yeah, we kind of are. We just have a specific day for recording, I guess.
Okay. You made it sound like usually we're apart when we do this.
Nah, this is pretty much how we are. We hang out on a regular basis, and you're basically, on this podcast, you basically just hear our regular common conversations that we have out in public, just in a controlled setting.
We get a little raunchy, according to some people.
We'll tone it down a little bit.
A few listeners, and
I apologize for that. I feel like part of that is my fault.
But
It's okay.
It's okay. We still love you. Pretty good.
Are we gonna? Can we call them out? Just be like, "You suck." No, I'm just kidding. I love all feedback, and it's good to know our listeners.
Yeah,
we appreciate feedback
for sure. So, how was your guys' week?
Crazy.
Yeah,
dude.
One more time,
dude.
What happened though? What's going on,
dude? I can't stop saying, dude. I'm trying to figure out how to put this into perspective. Things are just insane because of everything that's going on worldwide, not just here in Florida or the U.S., but all over the world because of the virus, the coronavirus, COVID-19. Is that how you say it?
COVID-19.
Oh, okay. Well, you see,
This guy's adding an extra D.
Yeah.
or CDC 19.
City. What?
CDC.
Oh, those are like the initials.
Not initials,
it's
but
his
that's like the
initials?
short version of it.
So, how was it crazy though? Are we talking about like just your personal life, work?
Well, my personal life is work. I have no personal life.
Okay.
So I'm always at work.
You make it sound so depressing. Being
I
you.
know. I'm joking, everybody. I love my life. I have a great life.
By the way,
You just kind of reminded me of like, I don't know if it was cartoon where this person is like a bank teller. And he has such a miserable life. Every time he goes back to his apartment at night, he just sits in front of the TV, just watches TV the whole night. And then he wakes up like
Just
all
all over
dragging
again?
it.
Do
And
you
then
know
going
that's-
to work like, oh, I'm a teller. Like, oh, thank you for coming to the bank. Well,
That's-
how can I help you?
That's every bank teller in every movie. If you notice, like when they start a movie and they're showing somebody really depressing, they work at a bank.
Congratulations, you're bringing it back to life.
I love my job though.
He's living.
He's living that life.
I love my job though.
You know how people say like, "I wish my life was a movie." Nico's living it. Thank you.
I am
Kudos.
living it.
Kudos to you, my
I'm
friend.
waiting for that life-changing event that is gonna make me open my eyes and change my whole perspective. Like that the other. No, wait. What's the
You
name?
need to start saying yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
You
yes,
gotta be a yes
man.
man.
Yes, man. You know that's one of
You
the
gotta be a
movies.
yes man.
You know that movie with the new one with Ryan Reynolds where he's like in a video game. He's also a bank
Yes.
teller.
I've seen really.
Yeah.
I've seen trailers, but I haven't seen the actual movie.
Yeah,
It came out?
I haven't seen it either, but the trailer you can tell that he works at a bank, and that's what I think back to. But my life is not depressing. My job is not depressing. I love what I do. It's just I just want to point that out. But the problem with society, well, not society, but with large groups of people,
You guys are the problem. Just the listener. You guys are the problem.
No, we love you guys sometimes. The problem when something like this comes out, it's that.
So we're back to talking about COVID.
Yeah. To just
Okay.
explain, because the problem is, and I've said the problem like 7 times, but because it is a problem,
Mm-hmm.
a big group of people in panic become ignorant, and they start doing a lot of irrational things, and that's
irrational.
Irrational. There you go. Irrational. I don't speak English. You know what?
Don't
the
worry.
heck?
Earlier today, when I don't know who I was texting, but I also wrote unrational, thanks to autocorrect.
Oh,
That's why I was able to correct you right now.
It saved your life. you learned it from there.
Yeah.
But that's the problem. People become irrational, and they start making irrational decisions.
Mm-hmm.
And it just creates panic, and it goes down, and eventually when a large group just starts making irrational decisions, that's when you come into a crisis.
And I know exactly what we're going to be talking about soon, but before we get into the amount of supplies that people are buying of a specific item, Sebas, tell me how your week was. How has this pandemic affected your personal life or your job?
Oh, my life is great. My week was great. The only thing that's affecting right now, it just started right now because I usually do my grocery shopping on the weekends, is there's no fucking food out there.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I don't know if this was added to the first podcast, but whoever has been keeping up with 3 Juans on the mic since we did the podcast with If This Is On, I'm a personal trainer, and I'm in the middle of prepping for a show in June. Obviously, it's too soon to know what's gonna happen with the show, but I still need to still continue with
Your
my prep.
Yeah, of course, this is gonna affect you.
And this is because there's no water, there's no food, and
That's crazy.
I don't know what to do.
And you drink a gallon of water every day.
Yeah, 7 days a week.
7 days a week.
But at work, has there been anything like any contingency plans that they've started to develop? Because personally, where I work, they plan for everything, but for this that's going on right now, they've kind of just been going it on the fly.
Yeah, they've just been winging it.
I think everybody.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to cut you off, but same here. Like, my institution did not have a plan in place.
Yeah, I mean, like, you never really think you're going to be in a situation where the whole world is impacted by a disease. I mean,
well, I have 2 jobs. So my morning job, which is my 9 to 5, I work in an office, and same thing. Like, our whole executive team has been gathering for the past 2 days to see what's gonna happen. They actually sent us home this week with our laptops to make sure our VPNs are working in the scenario that we have to like stay home and work from home. But at the gym,
for those of us who are
not
ignorant, what is a VPN?
And you're in the podcasting industry?
I'm new here.
Is this a question for the listeners? Or
Of
for yourself?
course, I'm trying to get the listeners to understand what a VPN is, okay?
A VPN is a network that it's a private network that either you can personally own or pay for, or a company has.
And the listeners, thank you for that explanation.
You're welcome, listeners, aka Nico.
I'm just looking out for you guys. That's it.
I see. So, yeah, man, same thing on my job. At my job, we have 2 buildings, and essentially, anybody that owns a laptop for these next 2 weeks are going to be working from home.
You're all so lucky.
I'm not part of that lucky group because even though I do have a laptop, I still manage a team. So I still have to report to the office for these next 2 weeks. Then when that manager that's working from home comes back, then I'll be able to possibly cycle. It's 3 managers. So there's going to be a point where I'm working in the building for a whole month while the other managers cycle. Then I'll have my time off.
So what's the point of that? Because maybe one of the persons that's infected is at work.
So here's the thing. So the teams have been split in half. That way, if one person from the team contracts it, then everybody within that half team is going to be quarantined for the next 2 weeks.
Oh, shit.
While that way, it leaves us with at least half the workforce to still be able to work. If everybody was kept together, if one person gets it, the whole thing shuts down. So that's why we're doing like the 50-50 split.
So now, before we get a little bit more in depth into what this has cost worldwide, because I think it's interesting to just talk about what we've been seeing, right?
It's pretty crazy.
I want to point out that even though to some people it might not be scary and you might not be scared and you're not thinking about it, we should still take precautions, right? I know it's not, quote unquote, that big of a deal, but there is a certain age group that this is really dangerous for. And that's usually our grandparents. Some of our parents who are older. So I think everybody should be taking the precautions. You should still, you know, I know it's a little bit annoying. It's like, damn, well, I'm young, so nothing's going to happen to me if I get this virus. But you should still be very cautious. You should still wash your hands because it's not just about you. Think about your family. Think about the elders. Think about the people out there who actually could potentially die from this virus, right?
And it's not just elderly people. It's anybody that has a pre-existing condition, whether it's, I don't know, heart disease. And, you know, nowadays, respiratory disease, like asthma. I don't know any more respiratory.
Just if you have issues with your lungs.
But yeah, man. And
so it came from bats. That's what I hear. Now we're no experts.
That's kind of how it started. So that's kind of how the rumors started. You know, the video started surfacing of people in Wuhan.
Was it a soup?
Yeah, it was like some sort of bat soup.
They ate Batman? Jesus. That's not nice.
This guy. That has to be the lamest thing I've ever heard.
It's a dad joke, okay? I'm not a dad, but I got plenty of
From
them.
now on, we're gonna be hiring a new Juan. So if anyone's interested,
Submit your application.
We're looking for more Juans. This guy. No, but that's how that's how the rumors started, you know, that's how the first infected person got the infection. I don't know.
The first infected person got the infection.
Shut up.
well, here's the thing, because coronavirus has been among us for a while. The only exception is that COVID-19 is actually a new stand of
that coronavirus.
Of that
Well,
virus.
coronavirus is actually, I read an article about it in preparation for the podcast. See, we prepared for this. I read an article about it that talked about corona is actually a grouping of viruses.
Yeah, which is exactly what Sebas was saying.
Yeah. And the
COVID-19 is the specific strand of this.
So we have coronaviruses in our bodies right now that are not affecting us. And then there's animals who also have a specific type of coronavirus that doesn't affect humans, but for some reason, something triggers it to affect humans.
I mean, as we know, bacteria and viruses, they tend to mutate.
Yeah.
They're more prone to mutation.
Those
than
of us who are
others.
not biophysicists wouldn't know that, but thank you for the explanation.
The only reason I know this is because I played a long time ago this game called Plague, which
Is it plague or pandemic? Because I've seen one that's called Pandemic. And you're supposed to infect the world. You win when you kill everybody.
Yo, it's so funny because as soon as this COVID-19 thing started, Samuel, my little brother, he downloaded it and he's been playing it every single time. He already used the COVID-19 and he won.
He's the cause of this.
He won the game. Everybody got infected.
Samuel, if you're listening to this, we're going after you.
Do we need to be concerned with Samuel?
Nah. He's a good kid.
Emmanuel.
I don't want to get
running
into
joke.
it. That's for a different time and subject. So, Nico, I'm just going to bring this up because we're wearing the same shirt today,
Yes, we are.
which is the Inter Miami...
Jersey.
Yeah, Inter Miami
CF.
CF Football Club. Club de Fútbol, since it's in Spanish.
Yeah, sure.
So today was inaugural day. And
It was a pretty good day.
it was a beautiful day.
Yeah.
Beautiful sunny day.
It
But
would've been
did they
great.
play?
No.
MLS has been suspended.
All the sports have been suspended. I think the only ones.
I feel like the one that
everything's
caused the biggest
suspended.
impact.
I think even March Madness was suspended, or
Yeah.
it's being held. Or
basketball has been. It's not
Everything.
suspended. It's put on hold until
Well,
farther notice.
Suspended is put on hold.
Yeah. Wow, Nico.
Canceled is done.
Yo, I took a nap. I think it affected me pretty badly. I think my brain cells are still waking up.
Well, anyway, back to events. Everything's getting canceled. It started with the Arnold in Ohio. The Arnold Expo was canceled because of the whole,
chopper.
because of the virus, of course. But they still had the competition, and they were only allowing people to go into the finals, which is usually held at night.
Okay.
And then from there, it started trickling down to sporting events.
How do you guys feel about that? So, because a lot of sports have talked about having their events without public, and I know a lot of players and people who are key figures in the sport, whether they're commentarists or whether they're playing the sport, they have gone against it. How do you guys feel about that?
About not playing in front of the public?
Yeah, so just playing it at closed doors with no public.
One, I say they shouldn't do it. They should just suspend it for the time being. One, you put in the players in risk. You don't know if the other players
especially now in the NBA, the Utah Jazz have 2 infected players.
Yeah.
So if they're playing other teams,
Yeah, they could
Exactly.
just spread it that way, and then they're gonna go to their families.
Same
and
thing with
turn.
European soccer. There's a
Juventus
player
Daniel
that had
Rugani.
it.
Well, Italy had it pretty. So Italy's one of the countries that has been really badly affected by
they're
this.
the ones that are up there they're the ones that are inching closer to China, and I don't even know. I mean, I did read an article that the typical demographic over there, the age demographic, is much higher than the surrounding European countries.
Wow.
So that's why you're seeing that high mortality rate in Italy versus infected number. But yeah, I mean, it's affecting everyday life. The players, obviously, they want to be safe. We're starting to hear big public figures that are getting the infection. Tom Hanks, who was in Australia.
No, you know what?
Wilson!
I was about to mention
he
that.
survived Castaway, and then this little thing is gonna take him.
You know what's funny?
Nah,
I read.
chill.
I mean, not take him. I mean, hit him.
Tom
Yeah,
Hanks,
hit
if you're
him.
listening to
Sorry.
this, we love you,
I
and you're gonna make
apologize.
it through.
I didn't say take him. I meant to say
You'll get the
infected
biz.
him. Yeah.
You know I saw the funniest thing. So he's in Australia right now, and he's in quarantine with his wife, right? Well, I mean, I guess they're separate though. But I don't know how it works.
I think she's infected. I'm sure.
No,
they're
but are
together.
they quarantined together or separate?
I mean, if you both have it,
You think
you
so?
might as well stay together.
Yeah, you
Hey,
go
they
crazy.
still gotta go to bed.
You know what?
They still gotta fuck. This guy.
Come on, man.
I'm sorry.
That was our one F word for the podcast.
Yeah, this is a more serious podcast.
But no, it's not. We're never serious, man. We can never be serious.
I'm just saying it's a more serious topic.
It's a more serious topic.
But
But the funniest thing that I saw was they posted a picture, and the Australian doctors gave why am I drawing a blank on his name?
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks, a Wilson volleyball with the handprint and the hair, and they give it to him since he's in quarantine. And I saw somebody post a meme saying, "He survived Castaway. This is the second episode."
This is Castaway
sequel.
2.
It's the sequel.
Castaway, the sequel.
Wow.
Surviving the
serious
virus.
note, actually, I'm a little bit concerned about him and his wife because his wife is an actual breast cancer survivor,
Oh,
and he
I didn't
has
know that.
diabetes.
oh, that's so. Now you made me get shivers.
Yeah.
He's a national treasure.
I mean,
Forrest
he
Gump.
is one of
Forrest
the
Gump is
greatest
good, and
actors.
Forrest Gump is actually
Yeah.
my favorite movie.
Yeah.
Saving
he's-
Private Ryan,
Yeah, of course.
the classic Big from the
Oh my
90s.
god,
Yeah.
I love
Dude,
that movie.
I love
I
that
love the
movie.
piano scene.
Yeah, when he's like going into the
chopsticks,
piano.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now, like I was telling you, like now I even feel bad for using the word like, oh, it's gonna be taken away because that's not what I meant. I mean, like, that's
it could be a reality. So check yourself, homie.
So I want to bring some numbers to light just really quick. I just pulled it up on the internet. There's a live tracker for the coronavirus of people that are infected. So I want to gauge your guys' thoughts, whether you think this number is accurate or if this is just a low ball.
Okay.
Okay. So coronavirus cases total 156,438.
Off the bat, I'm gonna say that's incorrect, and I'm gonna tell you why right now. The way the virus works, because people could have it and not know that they have it, and they
so-
could be passing it on, and there could be people out there that
Right.
So
don't
fuck your
have
numbers. Put
No,
your
no, no.
numbers away.
You just wasted a second F word. But it could not be accurate because there's people out there that could have it and they don't know it.
Right, because of the incubation period, it takes some days.
Exactly.
So
Well,
I think these are
supposedly-
just reported cases.
Yeah.
These are people that probably don't feel symptoms yet. I mean, not these numbers, but everybody that Nico's talking about, they don't feel the symptoms yet. They haven't gone to the doctor. They're not in quarantine.
we could have the virus right now.
Hey, chill.
Cuff.
No, but this
No,
is the
but it is
reality.
true.
But
It is.
here's the reality.
And I went to the mall
might not-
today.
We
Wait,
I
what
was
did
at
you
Sawgrass
say?
Mall today.
this bastard came here to infect us.
I come in contact with a lot of people day in and day out.
Oh, same here. I work at a gym part time, and I go
Yeah.
to the gym every
And
day.
just
I think
imagine-
everybody, like,
And just
everybody
imagine, that's
at the
just one
grocery
connection. How much people do they interact with?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then just imagine, the scope of that grand.
In your numbers, does it say if it survives in money, or does anybody know?
Does it what?
Does it survive in money, like in bills?
No, I think that it only stays in metals for.
But it stays airborne for it stays in metal for the longest. It survives in metal for the longest time, but it stays airborne for like 3 hours. I think that's what I heard.
Wow.
And it could be like 14 days in metal.
And it's been windy here in Florida recently.
It has.
That kind of reminds me of that movie. Remember, I forgot when it came out, but it was supposedly like this
The Mist?
gush of wind that
Oh.
like used to go
Yes.
around.
What was
it
the
used
name
to
of that
make
movie?
people kill themselves.
What was the name of that movie? It's with a famous actor. I gotta look. Try to find it, and let's keep talking in the meantime.
Okay. In the meantime, I'll continue with these statistics. So 156,000 cases, 5,800 deaths, 75,000 of which have recovered.
Those are
From
crazy
those
numbers.
75,000 of recovered people, 66,000 of them have been from China. Yes.
They're happening.
They're happening. Yes.
I never saw that.
You never saw it?
never saw it?
It's,
I never saw
you
it
should
happening.
watch it. It's an interesting movie about the air killing people. Basically, there's like an
Yeah.
airborne disease or something that goes around, and it makes people
Kill themselves.
kill themselves.
Simpsons?
You're talking about their
Their
coronavirus. You know, it wasn't listed as coronavirus, or I
Yeah,
don't know
yeah,
if they
I saw.
edited the episode
I saw.
after, but it wasn't listed as coronavirus.
So
But
that
it did
happened.
have like a Chinese name. I forgot what it was. Something
Yeah,
flu.
and you can see how it starts, like, for lack of better political term, like they were, I mean, everybody in The Simpsons is yellow, first of all, but their eyes were chinky.
Well, Chinese, they got like a white or yellow. And in The Simpsons, like when they portray an
Yeah?
Asian character.
Yeah.
So a little bit more of a creamy yellow, not
yes,
so
it's a
much
little
that
bit,
mustard
yeah.
yellow.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just see how they freaking sneeze into that box, and then it just.
And then
I love how
everybody
the officer, I forgot his name, he just was like shooting at it.
I forgot his name too, and I've been watching it. I've been watching it in Spanish though. I grew up with it in
Yeah, I
Spanish.
remember you sent it to me. In Spanish, I don't really get that much.
It's because you don't speak
I don't.
Spanish. Gringo.
¿Qué?
Gringo.
¿Qué?
Gringo.
Shut up. I'm not a gringo. I speak full Spanish.
No offense to our American listeners.
I speak without
mean,
thinking.
3 Juans and a mic, they can expect 3 Latino men speaking.
Yeah, we're not racist whatsoever though. We love everybody, every shape,
We bash
race,
them
and
all.
color.
We bashing everybody.
Yeah, we do. Okay, since we're on that though, since talking about the coronavirus,
Okay.
can I go crazy for a minute? And y'all know what I mean when I say can I go crazy?
Oh, we're about to see your hair go into
We're about
aliens.
to get
Full alien smell.
the
full
aliens meme guy.
So a little background for those of you who don't know, I am a big conspiracy theorist. Well, I wouldn't say big because I'm not crazy like that, but I do believe to some
A
extent
big believer
in
of the conspiracies.
some, not all of it. The Earth is not flat, you freaking mongoloids. But I think, and I've seen some posts, and I'm not even gonna give my opinion. I'm just gonna say what the post said. Right? Every election year, a new disease comes out.
Oh, these are facts.
And they're facts.
These are
But
facts.
what people don't believe is that this is a gimmick, right? So I read, and I can't say it verbatim, and I couldn't find it, but it basically talks about how there's an election coming. Democrats have been losing badly. Not to get into politics, I haven't been keeping up, but that's apparently what's going on.
This is just the on the fence news.
It's
Talking
not news.
facts.
It's just I'm just
Just
saying, right?
stating facts.
So usually, you know how magicians do one thing with one hand to get your attention while they're doing something else with the other hand?
Misdirection.
There you go. Misdirection. And I don't know what's going on, and we might not know, but it's election year. And there's a lot of controversial laws that get like passed and accepted and stuff like that. And while the public is panicking about one thing, it's possible that the government is doing something else behind our backs.
And I
believe it.
I wouldn't contradict that. Everybody has their own hidden agenda, no matter what level of government you're in, or even in, in regular public life. Everybody has their own agenda, ultimately. And I think the ultimate driver of everything that happens is money.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. And there's a second other conspiracy that goes with it. So there's a lot of, nobody knows what's going on. We can only speculate. And also those of us who are crazy and think that the government is evil and the world government is evil.
And there's someone controlling everything and not just the people.
If you exactly, the elite, excuse me. If you believe in the new world order, you know that one of their goals is to exterminate a portion of the population so they're easier to control.
Denver's airport murals.
There you go. If you haven't, go look at the Denver airport.
And since
and
we're
their
talking about
conspiracy
this,
theory.
I just saw the movie The Hunt yesterday, which is where, have you seen the trailers?
No.
Okay.
Explain it real quick because I don't
The
know.
Hunt.
I don't know if I know
So
what it's about.
it's on the trailer it shows people that are
Yes.
hunting other people for
Yes.
sport.
Yes, I saw
And
it.
it's talking
Oh.
about an elite group of people that basically drug and take these people to the manor. I don't want to spoil it in case you guys
No,
see
but
it.
now I know what you're talking about because I was looking to watch a movie this weekend and
Yeah.
I read the synopsis for that movie.
Yep. They take him to like this manor. They put a crate in the middle so they can have weapons themselves, and I guess
Yeah.
justify that it. I'm not saying that.
Self-defense.
Yeah, but as soon as they pick up the weapon, they start just freaking spraying them with gunfire. It's crazy, but it's really good.
I was about to ruin the movie because I was going to ask you what happened. It sounds really interesting. So
No, it's really good.
We're not advertising here, but if you haven't, go watch The Hunt.
So, yeah, I mean,
It's
I
insane.
believe it. There's this one post that a friend of mine posted on Instagram, and it said, "The people that sell the fear are the ones that sell the pill."
Yeah. The media,
Oh, for sure.
and the media is owned by the wealthy, so they're doing their job. They're doing their job by not leaving any toilet paper for any of us.
What kind of
Yeah,
crap
finally,
is that,
let's get
bro?
into that. Let's get into what people are buying in massive amounts and why you think they're doing it.
Okay.
Andres told me today, a friend of ours.
I saw a meme, and it's pretty funny. I'm pretty sure this is not why, but it said the reason why people are buying so much toilet paper is because when somebody coughs, they shit their pants. Everybody shit in their pants. And that's why the toilet
Quite
paper's gone.
honestly, I really don't care. And I don't know if it's a Florida thing where people are
Wait,
just
you don't
buying-
care because you take a shower every time you take a shit?
Well, no, that's what I'm about to do right
Yo,
now.
have you guys ever had to do that?
Yeah.
When I shit my pants.
Well, no. I don't think I ever shit in my pants, but okay.
No, I'm not talking about shitting your pants. I'm talking about
Like
like
after a shower. If
You
I'm
just-
about to shower and I had, and I'm sorry to get so graphic, but if I'm about to shower and I just took a dump, I'd rather just jump in the shower.
At the end of the day, he is being environmental
Honest.
friendly. Because
Yeah.
you're not
Save the
wasting,
trees.
You're saving the trees.
There you go.
Might as well just take a shower.
But it's not all the time. It's only if I'm about to
No.
shower, and I rarely do that thing in the mornings
I mean,
before showering.
I kind of hope you clean the tub after, Like,
Oh no, I leave
Disinfect
it.
it.
I leave it, and everybody that walks in there is stepping on my feces.
No.
Okay, we're
Feces.
getting okay.
feces.
In my feces. In my feces.
In my faces.
So you're gonna tell us? Oh wait, Sebas, tell us your take of why you think people are. Well, what else are they taking? It's toilet paper, hand
Obviously,
sanitizer.
Well, honestly, that's the most ridiculous thing, the toilet paper, right? Why? At
It
the end of the
doesn't
day,
come with
when push
diarrhea.
comes to shove, like, if I don't have toilet paper, this is not a hurricane that's happening in Florida, so I'm just going to take a shower.
Yeah, that's for sure. But that's what I'm talking about. Mass panic creates ignorance.
Exactly. Fear versus facts.
And like I said, I don't know if this is just like a Florida thing. People are just buying toilet paper because, I don't
Leave it in the
know.
comments if there's no toilet paper in your state.
But right now, what every Floridian is doing, they're buying toilet paper and water. And I understand
everything.
the food,
There's
but
no
they're
food.
acting like if this is a hurricane, and it's not a hurricane. We're still gonna have
I
power.
think it's worse than a hurricane.
and
to be
hurricane
honest with
season's
you.
coming.
Yeah.
First of all,
We're still months away
Yo,
from
I
hurricane
heard-
season. It starts around June. Yeah,
I heard that
Yeah.
the shipments.
but
It's
we're already
August.
we're already mid March.
I heard that
and then we still have
shipments.
April and May, 2 months.
Y'all not gonna let me talk?
No,
Sorry.
I heard that shipments are not being allowed to be like let go or let down or taken away, or I don't know how you say it. At the shipments in Port Miami and stuff like that, they're being halted, especially if they're coming from
And
outside of the country, which is
that's why this country needs to
exports,
stop
imports.
importing so much and just start, producing from within.
Okay,
It's not gonna happen.
That's a whole
It's not gonna
different
happen.
story
Yeah,
because
it is a whole different
capitalism
story.
is not going to let us do that.
yeah,
Exactly.
and the prices, so much cheaper to get it
Taxes,
overseas,
yeah.
and send here than actually have an in-house.
Exactly.
manufacturing.
In-house production.
I was trying to help my sister buy some baby formula,
Mm-hmm.
and the formula is either gone or they're charging you like it was freaking gold.
Yo, price gauging.
Is it?
Oh yeah.
Is that the
It's
term?
gouging. I think it's gouging.
Gouging.
Oh,
I
I
heard a
corrected you
story
for
that
once.
there's a couple in Canada that spent $70,000 in disinfectant wipes and hand sanitizer, and they're selling it for 4 times the price of it.
Jesus.
Yo,
They're
that
already
is
making $100,000 and just
that
selling
is
That's
insane. That
ridiculous.
is such greed.
You're not thinking about the people, man.
Exactly.
Like, you're
They're looking at it as an
mankind.
opportunity to rip people off and take from people that may not have as much as they do.
And that's also spreading the germs. People don't realize that you're not the only person that needs to wash your hands. For the germs to not spread, other people need to wash their hands.
Exactly.
So you should leave some for the rest of us. Some soap, some toilet paper, because I don't want to shake my hand after I took a dump and I had to use my hands to clean.
You don't want to shake your hand after you took a dump.
What? I don't know. I'm just trying to put it into perspective
I
so
know, I
people
know.
stop being assholes.
Like, I don't want to shake your hand after I took a dump and didn't have shit to wipe with.
There you go. Well, you had to use your hand. What else are you going to use? What if you're at Walmart
I'd
and there's no
shower.
toilet paper? How are you going to shower at Walmart?
Hey,
Have you ever
I'll
been
put
in a
my ass on
Walmart
the
bathroom?
sink.
Okay, but you got to get the big one, the big stall.
Wait, why would you be at Walmart taking a shower?
No,
No,
no.
'cause
You're at
he-
Walmart taking a dump.
If
and
there's no toilet
if there's no
paper.
toilet paper.
Oh.
What are you going to do?
Well,
So then I was just saying, I'll
why
get
would
my
you
ass on the
take a
sink.
dump if you know there's no toilet paper?
Well, I mean, if it comes to
who checks for toilet paper before you go into the bathroom?
if it's very desperate and I have no time to, I pray to God that there is after I sit and just blast it.
It became such a commodity to me that I never check. I just go sit down, and then I go through that freak out moment where it's like, there is no fucking toilet paper. What am I doing?
I mean, if you're at home, no problem. Just walk down the hall.
But
with your pants down your legs.
Dude, I've seen too many pranksters where they're like they're in a stall and then they tell the people right next to their stall like, "Hey man, I ran out of toilet paper." Then they put the Nutella.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, I'm not comfortable giving you toilet paper, so when I leave, just switch. Just come into this stall.
Just crawl under.
Yeah, but anyway,
All right.
it's just going crazy, man.
Yeah,
just really quick. You guys said your theories on why people are stocking up on toilet paper.
Yeah, I
Let me
forgot
just say mine
about
really
that.
quick.
We forgot about you, Juan.
And I'm right here. So Andres, again, a friend of ours, he was telling me that, people are starting to fear a quarantine. If it gets to the point like in Italy where nobody's allowed outdoors without government issued paper, then
It's not gonna be toilet paper, is it?
no. Shit, they'll take it and wipe their ass with it instead of adhering to those orders. But, in case that there's a quarantine, people are trying to stockpile now.
Mm-hmm.
That way, if they have to be under house arrest.
Martial law, yeah, they can do
Yeah.
that.
So,
Wow.
That's
I also
just
heard that they're making masks with toilet paper. Toilet paper.
what?
Yeah. So like a homemade mask that you put on your face, like a
Surgical mask.
Yeah, like a surgical mask with toilet paper. I don't know how true this is. I heard it from somebody.
I don't know how much I would trust the toilet paper.
Yeah.
Toilet paper's pretty thin and flimsy.
Yeah, but so are like
What
masks.
if it touches your lip?
They're
and your
layers.
lip is wet. It's like starts dissolving itself.
Yeah. Yeah. How do you know?
Because
You eat toilet paper?
No, toilet paper. Every time it hits water, it just dissolves.
Yeah, that's true. Like when it, yeah, you're right. When you're blowing your
That's
nose,
why
you could tell.
If you wanna, yeah, if you were, never mind.
No, you gotta say it now, homie.
Shit. I was just gonna say if you, for some reason, just wipe and there's just more and more.
Your fingers come through.
No, fuck! I got a brand new little dollop or whatever, and
How many times do you wipe with
I know that's not what's
no,
going
no,
on.
that's not with one. Just one wipe. I toss in the garbage. A second one for good measure. But if I keep seeing that there's holy shit, did I
literally holy
cheeks?
shit?
Yeah.
All right, I think we've gone away from the topic. This is a good place to stop.
Yeah, it is.
Before we
Before we delve any deeper into the
the
bathroom.
toilet paper and our habits, right? And for anyone who's interested or looking to get into the podcasting world, we have been using Anchor as our host, which is a completely free podcast hosting platform.
And not only that, but it's also very user-friendly, and it has the creation tools that allow you to edit and record from your phone or computer. Plus, it also allows you to monetize with no minimum listenership. But my favorite thing of all is the fact that they do all the legwork for you and distribute your podcast.
To get started, download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm.
So, yeah, thank you so much, guys, for listening. This is our third episode, I think.
Yep.
Are we going to keep count every episode?
I think 3 is the good time to stop
To
saying
stop
which
saying.
episode number
What if we
it is.
get to episode 1,000? Oh, thank you guys for listening to 1,003 episodes.
I feel like we'll just name the big benchmark episodes, like
Okay.
50, 100.
Oh, I can't wait to get there. This is so
Quarter.
exciting. This is so exciting.
quarter of an episode.
But, we're not going to get there unless you guys are sharing us.
Exactly.
Share the love. Spread the cheeks.
Don't forget to give us a like.
Spread the cheeks and wipe.
And guys, please if you guys are enjoying the content, give us a like, give us a rating, give us a comment,
Share it with your
follow
mom.
our social media. We now have a Twitter.
Oh, we do have a Twitter.
What's
It's
the
kind of
Twitter?
dead. But just like everything else, at 3 Juans and a mic.
All right.
It's
We
the
also
number
have
3.
an Instagram, which is at.
3 Juans and a mic.
We have a Facebook account, which is.
3 Juans and a mic.
All right. And soon enough, we're also going to have a YouTube channel to those who don't really have a podcast application.
Or don't
You-
want to go into a
Or-
podcast
Exactly.
application.
Don't really want to.
You got too many apps. You don't want to delete any.
We're going to start adding our videos to our YouTube channel. So just
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned and follow our personal accounts too. Why not?
Sure.
Let me grow my follow count. Let me be popular for once in my life.
If you're interested in any of us individually, based on what we have to say during the podcast, Nico, I'll let you plug yours first.
Mine is gonna be at Nico_Montoya. That's gonna be NIKO_MONTOYA.
Oh, mine?
Sebas.
I have two.
Share the important one.
I have a lot, but
Yeah. So, guys, I have two because I'm a personal trainer, and in one of my Instagram accounts, I'm pretty much documenting my progress for my prep, which I don't know how long it's gonna go with this virus. And then there's my personal account, which my personal account is at SebasK24, and my fitness account is at SebasMFitness.
Cool. And mine, Juanse, is at Juan of a Kind. The name Juan of a Kind.
Awesome. That's it. Thank you guys for listening. Don't forget to share. And if you're listening on a platform that allows you to give us a rating, give us a rating. Give us 5 stars. Give us 1 star. Just let us know what you gave us 1 star, and we will
let us know what you think. Be honest. We don't care.
Everywhere.
No filter.
Any, listening platform is going to be on our link tree, which is in the bio in our Instagram page.
Alrighty, guys.
Have a great night.
Peace.